Welcome to MMO Play's first look at Kabod Online. Here we're going to be looking at a pretty typical Korean MMO with a little twist on the mature side. As you can see, the female characters are pretty interesting to look at. So when they say mature, I'm thinking mature male teenagers who want to have some fun. I haven't seen a whole lot of male characters running around in there. You definitely see a lot of female characters get made. So I'm going to make a character female as well really quickly and just see what I end up with. Customization options are pretty limited, I would say. There's only 3 options. No crazy hairstyles, no crazy customized body parts. So we're gonna make this hello there character and we're gonna get in the game. The game starts you off in a pretty classic MMO setting. You're gonna be in a village and you're gonna have to get started by talking and doing the typical kill the rats in the dungeon, except they're gonna be starving wolves and boars outside. The first quest you're gonna get is gonna appear at the bottom here. It's easy to miss if you're not looking for it. So you click on that, you're gonna end up talking to a fellow over here. He's gonna get you rolling along by making you do a few quests. These quests are gonna basically be a couple interface lessons. It's gonna teach you how to use your interface with the inventory, how to equip stuff and activate items. I'm gonna take a quick moment here to lower the audio and the sound effects. And then finally it's gonna give you a run around quest. And he's gonna ask you to go talk to a bunch of folks. I'm gonna try and do this as quick as I can. And if I feel like it's taking too long, I'm gonna cut over to the quest, the skilled vendor, and pick up a set of skills. So it's quite a bit of clicking to get started on this game. But once you get going, you're basically going to be hacking and slashing anyways, so won't be too much between you and getting to the action. As you can see with making a female character, it definitely panders to your visual interests. I should be talking to a couple more guys, I guess, and then hopefully getting to the skill guy, seeing what skill I pick up for the night. In the early levels, there doesn't seem to be much need to worry about grouping up with people. It doesn't seem to promote it to happen. And I'm actually pretty happy with the graphics. I think they look pretty good for what you'd expect from a pretty typical MMO. The main part here is going to be the obviously the character development, the collecting the gears, making your character look really cool, and having some fun with pimping your ride, so to speak. So here I'm at the skill vendor, and he's going to basically ask me to pick up a skill from him. When I do that, I should have something to do. So you gotta go to the shop, and it seems like all your skills are gonna be pretty much bought. I don't see a skill tree. So it's pretty straightforward development there. It tells you to make sure that you equip that. So now that I have that, there's a few more quests on the run around, but I'm not interested in going over there. As you keep going through Kabod Online, it looks like you're gonna have a pretty straightforward experience with killing mobs. If you look at the map, you're gonna see that there are basically highlighted zones that they've color coded to let you know where the mobs are. You can see that there's a horned boar area in the green. The wolves are pink, the lichens are turquoise, and raccoons are orange in the far east corner here. So once I get over here, I'm gonna kill a few guys out here and then head back to town. Basically, once you start attacking a mob, it'll go in auto attack mode unless you use a special ability, which I'm showing right here, and that's the power slash. To loot stuff, make sure you step up and press the 3. It seems to auto loot for you after you press the button. Like most early MMO mobs, they're pretty much a joke. It's hard to say until you get a farther ahead how hard these are going to be, and how much you really have to group up with other players to see how hard it gets. What kind of bosses are up front. I like the style of the game. Like, I like this goblin looking steampunk thing. I guess it's some kind of wood chopper. And you do have, you know, more monster looking characters. Looks like a werewolf. He's a little tougher. He's making me quite unhappy. And before I die and figure out what happens on death, I'm gonna run. So I'm gonna head back to town now and wrap up with a little bit about Kabod Online. Seems like the big thing you want to check out is gonna be the shopping cart on the top right here. That's gonna open up the window and the settings and your mail. So in the shopping section, looks like you have a few different outfits you can get for your character, and I'll show that in a sec. I'm trying to get back to the town and show the mounts. See if I can do this. So as I'm running, I'm gonna pull up the store, and you can see there's a bunch of characters, equipment, potions, other enhancements you can pick up, fashion. Biggest problem I would say is there's not really a really good search feature. I mean, you can filter stuff, but you know, if you're really looking for leopard lingerie, I guess you have it right there. But what if I wanted something a little more interesting? Can I find it? And finally, this is where I want to show you. These mounts are pretty cool looking, and they show them to you right up front, I guess, to tease you. They're pretty absurdly expensive, so you could probably pick them up at the store for a few bucks instead of $1 million. The million, 10 million even gold is going to cost. As you can tell, I only have 50, so it's going to take a while to get there. Well, that's the first look at Kabod Online.